All right, so I'm with Hal from Socials to Sales, and bro, I just want to run through, I guess, a little bit about yourself and the business you and Kenny are running, and then really just go through the journey from when we first met to how things have really just developed, along that journey. So
Yeah, so we have a digital marketing offer. Realistically, it's packaged as social media coaching.
yeah,
That's the sort of offer that we put out there to bring people in. But when they come in, it's really more of a holistic front and back end approach to making sure that you're not just making sure that your Instagram's, in a good position to convert within Instagram, but you also know how to take the attention that you build on Instagram
yeah,
and build it into intention elsewhere. So really, it's a business offer, but we package it under the guise of social media coaching.
yeah,
Um, how long have I been with you now? A few months?
yeah.
Jan?
Probably maybe 4 months.
4 months. So I came to Sid off the back of a recommendation from one of Sid's friends, Tom. And what I asked Tom was, I said, look, I've just come off the back of another offer. And we were doing well from that offer. The rev gen was decent. We had a bit of decent cash flow. We were doing about between 10 and 15,000 a month. And currently at that point in time, we were just boosting posts and then DM setting. And I just thought that I knew there was a better way to do it. And you see lots of e-com offers online and like real digital marketing offers and Sabri Subi and Alan Sultanich and all these amazing people, Charlie Morgan, and you think they are not just doing this. So I wanted a slice of what real marketing was.
Yeah,
And I said to Tom, I said, look, as far as I was aware, it was like Facebook ads. I was like, I want to work with someone on Facebook ads. So I started working with you on just improving the Facebook ads process. And it became really, 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 really clear just from the first initial time we started working together that the Facebook ads work that we did together and the way that you went about stuff, I wanted to work with you long term. Really systematic, data driven, testing and iteration based approach that has led us to the position that we're in now. So yeah, that's how things have started. The most valuable part of it, obviously, we were generating really good income now. Get on to that in a sec, surely, and sales calls back fucking full, 55 sales calls a week. The most valuable part of it has been I now am in the right vehicle to take this business to like 250, 300,000 a month. And levels of income that I thought were not for me, I've really soon realized that I'm just capable from a financial standpoint, but I'm in the right vehicle and pulling the right levers in the business and
yeah,
in a place of understanding and support where we can take this to massive, massive numbers. But not just that, like the actual way that we're fulfilling the service now. I never compromise on our fulfillment. It's the most important thing for us.
yeah.
And everything that we're doing together isn't just making the marketing more systemized to the point where I haven't sent a DM in months. I'm not even logged into the Instagram anymore. Everything's just coming in on autopilot, but it's the fact that we know now how to scale this
Yeah.
to some really big numbers. That's been the most valuable thing. But the only reason I'm able to get to a point where I know that I can scale it to those massive numbers is the support that I've had from you and anyone else you brought in, like Josh, to help.
Yeah.
That's why I know it's not the position that my business is in now. It's that I know whatever hurdle I come up to next, we're going to have a workaround for it, and we're going to figure something out.
Yeah.
And we've done that consistently and broke through plateaus and broke through plateaus. That's what's making me confident is the team that I'm in.
For sure. Even just with you guys as well, you guys just take action, you just get it done. Like we just have that dynamic, which is awesome. Even just
Yeah.
down, even just down to in proportion to the ROAS you guys are seeing as well. Like it's really just a matter of like how much you can fulfill, really. Like you can turn your ad spend up as much as you want, and you're actually in a position now where you can choose how much clients you want to take on, which is crazy. It's a good problem to have, right?
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, literally we're in a position now where, we were in a position where the marketing, which is what I came to you for in essence, the marketing was working so well. If I turned my ads up, it would have broke the business
Yeah.
because there would have just been way too much attention and calls and whatnot. And you have an obligation to yourself as a company to maximize the amount of revenue that you're making and drown in opportunities. But I'm at a point now where in order to maximize revenue in the long term, the project that we're working on now, which is moving to that zero marginal fulfillment, which is what I keep telling my team internally and Kenny and Adam and whatever is we have to systemize and automate the process that clients come through with us. So like ROAS for us is like incalculable. I realized we've only spent 3 grand on ads this month, and the return on that, yeah, I don't know what the math is on that rev gem, but we've been making 50,000 a month, sort of on average, cash
You're
collected. Not.
Is that
generated
US dollars or pounds?
pounds. So USD, that's like 70,000 US dollars a month, every single month. This month, and I don't like saying this, neither does Sid, because we like to work in the real world and real numbers. RevGen's been over six figures this month. But until that cash materializes in the bank, it's not real. But we've touched on our first. The total amount of subscriptions that we've sold has amassed over six figures this month. Um, in terms of re-signs and whatnot, it's been a great month for us. But yeah, like cash in the bank, we've stabilized at around 50K. I'd spend £3,000, which
Yeah.
is crazy,
Yeah,
crazy, crazy.
for sure, man, for sure. And yeah, even just down to like the sales calls you guys are booking is like an average of like 50 a week at this point, which is
Too
wild.
many sales. There's too many sales calls.
Yeah,
Like the focus of my business has had to change to close it. Sorry, training our closer. So I've been in a position where I never thought I was going to let sales go because it's what I think I'm best at in business is sales. But I'm at a point now, I'm like, yeah, we've got to bring a sales team on. So we're currently in the process of getting sales team training done, obviously under your help as well. But yeah, 55 sales calls a week. Our ticket price is 6K or an 18K agency package. You close 40% of the show rate at 80%. Just do the fucking maths
yeah,
on how much money that we're making. Like we're just right now, the thing that me and Sid are doing literally today is that we're more heavily pre-qualifying the people who are allowed to come on board. And then we're going to turn up the ad spend so that the calls in the calendar are super qualified and sky's the limit there.
you guys doing any outbound at the moment as well, or you just let go of that stuff? No.
No need.
Yeah, there is.
No need. It's a waste of time. Waste of time. I've deleted my own personal Instagram. I've gone private on it. I don't need it anymore. We have the socials to sales page running. We continue with the organic content because it's good stuff for nurturing people later down the line. People are going to enter our funnel later on. We still have like 16,000 followers, so we want to make sure that we are showing up organically online because it is important. But just the way that the funnel that we've got right now is just working so well, there's just no real need for any outbound.
For sure, for sure. And I guess two more things I want to run through is like, was there anything, because I know our initial call we had when you first signed up, you had some bad experiences in the past, but was there anything that made you, I guess, like more so skeptical before? Like, was there anything you were skeptical about before like signing up and working together?
Yeah, fucking hell, you're always skeptical. But I'll highlight something important, right? Which is that we moved our sales calls like with you was like 5 minutes. Actually, yeah, I'm on it. Let's do it. All right. And this is something that you taught us, which we teach other clients now, which is that, and it's become like a backbone of part of our marketing philosophy. And it's one of the reasons why we're able to close people in like 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah. Is because when you can articulate someone's problem to them better than they can articulate it to themselves, they'll automatically credit you with knowing the solution. And that's a quote that I saw from you and you passed on to me. And that was what you did with us, is that you described my problem to me better than I could describe it to myself. And I went, well, I need it, so I'm in. Yeah. And look, like I've been on really big name mentorships before, and I've been in the online space for fucking 5 or 6 years now. I first got into online coaching when I was 20, so I've obviously come to sit in a position where I know what offers are, I know how to close sales, I knew all the systems, but there was that getting to the next level bit. And I
Mm.
know, like, if you're listening to this right now on YouTube and you're thinking about working with Sid or you're thinking about taking your business more seriously, I know that when I'm talking about six figures in revenue generated, $70,000 cash collected month on month, that seems insurmountable for you. It isn't. You just don't have the systems and the strategy right to get there because there are people thicker than you doing it. So when I first spoke to Sid, I knew that I was stepping into some systems and some strategies that were going to help me get to a place I previously thought was reserved for celebrities. So yeah, it's been there was no reservations for me, but we're always skeptical. You're always skeptical that you're going to get burnt again. You're always skeptical that you're going to buy into a guru and the guru's nowhere to be seen when you jump on the program.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, it's like everybody, pretty much everybody's ideal client has already bought an info product and been burned in the past before. So it's very easy to be skeptical, but I guess that's why that importance of, communicating that problem or where that comes into play, right?
Go on. What I think is really interesting about you is that you have no like the likelihood of you getting burnt increases with the amount of followers that someone has, I think, right? You don't have an existence. What's been good about you is that
Putting in the
you've, yeah, you build in the shadows and you build other people's offers, right? So
Yeah.
you have such a wide range of experience across different niches of being the guy in the background who's actually moving the needle. So look, if you're listening to this again and you're looking at all these big names in the industry, there are some that are great, but realistically, what's happening is a lot of people's charm builds businesses. You
Mm,
don't want to rely off charm and charisma and good looks to be the thing that builds your business.
yeah.
You want your fucking business to be good. That's what we now have. I now have a good business where previously it was just cracking ability to close deals and good content that was getting me there. And that's what gets people to a really high height. But if you want to really take an info product and treat it like a business,
Mm,
this is how you need to.
it's sick.
Yeah. Well, look, I wouldn't be singing your praises like this if I ever didn't mean it. This is probably the best. Well, it is. I said this to Kenny all the time. Like it's the best one that best mentorship coaching program, info product, whatever you want to fucking call it, I've ever
Yeah.
been on by a mile.